I'm about to send 50,000 producers the world's first FL Studio expansion pack. We made new and improved presets for almost every single plugin inside of FL Studio, as well as everything we could think of to make FL Studio better than Ableton and Logic combined. And they have no clue it's coming.
We don't need it, we don't need it, it's not.
It's the official FL Studio Makeover.
Official?
Well, I mean, not really, but...
Is it official or non-official?
I don't know.
I'll call a lawyer. I'll call a lawyer.
While we figure this out, let's show you what's inside and how you can get them too. Everything you're hearing right now was made with the free FL Studio expansion pack, which includes 10,000 synth presets, royalty-free MIDI, analog one-shots, and hundreds of effect presets, all for free. To download your copy, click the link in the comment section. And now I'll show you how I made this beat. Alright, so the first plugin that I think we should open up is Sytrus, which... When was the last time you used Sytrus?
Sytrus, literally the first beat I ever made. It's probably the last time.
Honestly, Sytrus is one of the most slept on plugins, and the reason why is you can import famous DX7 presets into. You know what the DX7 is?
No.
Okay, so that's this famous synth from the 80s. It costs around $1,400 or so to buy right now, but everybody from Janet Jackson to Michael Jackson, U2, and we actually went online, we found all those old famous presets. And guess what? You can import them into Sytrus and use them. To import the DX7 presets, all you have to do is go import, and then you want to come up to where you save the DX7 presets. As you can see, there's hundreds of them here. I'll open one of these up. These are all different banks, which all have their own sounds. Then if I click the drop-down menu, you can see there's a bunch of different bass sounds. So you can do this with every single one of those banks, which is going to give you access to well over 10,000 different presets. We also had our good friend Maddie put together 100 free MIDI files for this. So we'll use the MIDI files and we'll use Sytrus.
Say if I use the MIDI on a song and I get a placement, I gotta like...
You owe me a bunch of money.
Yeah,
I'm just joking. Okay, so the whole thing is 100% free. Not only just free, it's royalty free. So you can use this MIDI and these one-shots and sounds to make the biggest song in the world. We don't want anything. We would appreciate a shout out if you end up getting that Drake placement off of this. We'd appreciate a shout out, but like, you don't owe us anything. I just wanted to give something for free that could help you take your beats to the next level using the tools that you already have accessible to you. What we included in the FL expansion pack as well too is 100 analog one-shots that we recorded on the Moog One. So this is the same synth that you've probably seen Mike Dean use. I mean, there's so many people use this synth.
You're talking about the Moog, right?
I know you in the comment section gonna be on my ass, man. All right, so those one-shots, they sound pretty good, but with the one-shots, we included a bunch of effects, and so I'll go into these in a second, but just listen to how much, I'm gonna just turn on these effects. Listen to how much this just changed it.
Wait, I know. Did you just drag those in there?
Yes, so we wanted to make this like super simple. Shout out my boy Slick, he helped me put these together. But we created a bunch of one-shots for multi-band delay, which I will say multi-band delay is, again, one of those plugins I think is going to be the #1 plugin of 2023. That's where you kind of get that running almost. It's like movement and stuff. We got gross speed effects, we got EQ, reverb 2, and even delay. This is the Fat EP2. And then I'm gonna turn on just even delay, and I bet you like there's so many people that didn't know that you can actually modulate delay, and what you can do is create this really cool vinyl effect. So we actually created this vinyl effect. Just listen to this.
That's great. So you didn't have to change any of the knobs or anything. You just
That's ready to go, but if you change this knob so you can turn up the rate here, like listen how crazy this gets. Ew. In a good way, you can add a lot of cool textures and stuff. These are all ready to go. As you can see, there's a list here of space echo textures. Another thing you can do too is diffusion. You can actually almost use it as a reverb. So if you put on this chamber swells, again, listen to how different this one sounds. Now when you go to the multi-band delay, which is a brand new effect that these guys FL Studio just released, we put in a bunch of presets. When you start adding these presets, you can do some really cool things. So let's just take a listen to this.
Oh, Oh, it feels like it's getting squished by water.
Also, another plugin that I feel like a lot of people sleep on is GMS. Have you used GMS before?
No.
Well, this is a secret little synth that I've been using as well too. We put a bunch of presets in here, a lot of cool interesting keys, a lot of cool lead sounds. But what's really cool with this is you have this whole effects section, and let's just say with the echo or distortion, you can just move the XY controls like this and create some really cool interesting textures. You can automate all this, so it's like a really cool way to take a sound to like the next level without doing a bunch of work. And we already kind of did the pre-work with a bunch of the effects here.
Is that free?
Yeah, so this is a free plugin, and when you get the FL expansion pack, you're getting presets for GMS, you're getting those 10,000 DX7 presets, plus the Sytrus presets that I created, the 100 one-shots, the 100 MIDI, we have themes, so different backgrounds, we have basically everything that you could possibly think of. Another cool trick that I like to do when I'm creating samples or beats too is like take the exact same pattern, grab another one of those one-shots that we used, it's gonna kind of switch up the whole vibe. So we're gonna go from this into this. One of the one shots that I'm really proud of is this one called Deep Wrestle. Why did I call it Deep Wrestle?
That's weird. Who's Russell?
Anyway, we'll use this one as a lead and just take a listen to how crazy this is gonna sound.
What if I don't have those plugins though?
So as long as you have the basic version of FL Studio, we made sure that we used all the stock plugins. These are all the free plugins that, like I said, like Sytrus, that you probably slept on because you thought that they weren't great plugins. And it's like we wanted to kind of improve them or expand upon them. That's why this is like an FL makeover to a degree.
Oh, so I have all the plugins.
So you have all the plugins. So this is gonna, basically allow you to go to the next level with your beats or your loops without needing to spend a single cent.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay then. Okay.
So now that we have the sample, as always, we want to do like our bounce test. So I'm going to be using the Slick Shit drum kit, and we'll quickly kind of whip up some drums here. So we can call it the official FL expansion pack?
No, we can't call it the official.
What about the unofficial official?
I guess.
That works. That works.
Thanks, buddy. If you're on the Sauceware email, stop doing that. If you're on the Sauceware email list, then you need to go check out the email that we just sent you for the
Unofficial.
The unofficial official FL Studio expansion pack. It is in your email, and if you are not on our email list, then
What's wrong with you?
what's wrong with you? We're gonna leave a link to join the email list in the comment section below. Go and click that link. You're gonna have access to all of the one-shots, the MIDI files, those are royalty free by the way, all the effect presets and the 10,000 DX7 presets, all 100% for free. Go sign up for the email list. And do you have any last, what do you want to say?
It's free.
Okay.
Go get it. What are you,
All
nuts?
right.